How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, Homie G, and I'm back. All right, so this video is about something you've not been taught yet at school, and you probably will never be taught in school. And it's about work in your life. So you see, when you're 18, most of you are going to start to work, maybe even sooner, 16, 17, to save some money to go to college or junior college or whatever, or just for spending on your car or whatever you want to spend on. But then there's going to come a time when you're going to have to work to live off on your own, right? So this is maybe for some of you while you're in college, you're helping to pay for your college education by working, or after college, you're going to start a career. Maybe after 2 years of junior college, you're going to start a trade or career, and then you're going to have an apartment, rent, all the bills to pay, and from then on, responsibility happens, my little homies. So I'm talking about that. So you're going to spend from the age of about 18 till some of you 65 or longer working. That's a long time. And it can be a very difficult time for most of us if something doesn't happen. And that is you not finding the perfect place to work at. Or, in other words, not necessarily perfect, but finding something that you love to do. And that's kind of where I'm going with this. So, you see, you're not going to be taught in school about something I call the quadrant of work life. Yes, the quadrant of work life. So, what is the quadrant of work life? The quadrant of work life is a quadrant. So, for you math inclined teens, there's the quadrant of work life. And in it, we have, as you can see, low pay, high pay, love, happy face, neither hate nor love, hate. And here are the quadrants: 1, 2, 3, 4. So the origin in math, that's 0, 0, right, kids? But in my quadrant, this is where $100,000 in pay starts. That is the origin. Anything from then to the right would be high pay. So you've reached 100,000 in today's dollars. 2018, you have a high paying job. Below 100,000, and again, this is kind of like the 90,000 range where I'm at. And then below that can be as little as 20,000, whatever, 10,000. And then high satisfaction. You love what you do. That's going up. And low satisfaction. You hate going to work. You despise work. So they're not going to teach you how to find yourself in quadrant 1. Anywhere. College, nowhere they're going to teach you that, because it's something you kind of have to discover on your own through trial and error, through doing jobs at the beginning, right, for low pay, quitting them because you don't like what you're doing, and moving on to the next job until you find a career or something that makes you happy. Now, most people in America do not operate off of quadrant 1. They're either chasing paper, right? That's how we say the slang way of saying it, chasing paper, high pay, but low satisfaction. So they're miserable in what they do. They might be getting paid a lot of money, but they're very miserable. Okay? And for all intents and purposes, you should quit if that's you. You should do something that you love to do. Okay? Now, some people will be low pay, but high satisfaction. Now, you might not be able to survive paying your bills in that situation. But if you can, more power to you. Because it's not about chasing paper, it's about being happy. So definitely, if you have found something you love to do and the money is just right, it allows you to pay your bills, stick with it, stay with it, because it's more important than chasing that paper and getting into the level of low satisfaction, being miserable, having to wake up every Monday and go to work. Okay, so clearly, what you have to do, my little homies, is as you get older, try and discover more about yourself and the things you like to do. Do different uh, side jobs, internships in college. Just try stuff and definitely get to know more of who you are, discover what you like to do, and then you will find as you go along something that truly makes you feel happy. Like me, I love to teach. I love working with teens, and I love what I do. And I'm getting paid pretty good. I'm almost at the $100,000 range. I used to be when I was an assistant principal, beyond that, but now I'm a teacher, and I'm in the 90 range, 90 plus range for all my years of service. But I love what I do, and it's enough to pay my bills. So I'm sticking with it. Have the courage to quit if it's not something that gives you high satisfaction and a decent living wage. Quit. It's making you miserable. Don't spend like most Americans 20, 30 years doing something you hate, waiting to retire, only to die 10 years later because you stress yourself out for 30 years going to a job that you didn't like to do. Okay? So that's my message for you today. No one's going to help you find what you love to do. That's something you're going to have to go out and do. Start as soon as possible. 16, 17, 18, 19, get those early low paying jobs just to see if there's something you love to do. I would even suggest go to a junior college, pick up a trade or two, something that involves higher tech and helping other services like flying drones and taking photography for realtors, real estate agents, or repairing HVAC, AC units, just something that will get you some decent pay, and you can save money to go to college that way 4 years after you transfer, and it will let you know whether or not you like to do those things. Because again, you don't have to be in a rush to go to college, graduate by the time you're 21, and then go off to work in something that you don't even enjoy doing because you've been too hasty. Okay, hastily going through your education and not really taking the time to discover yourself. And that takes time. So it's not a race. Find out what you love to do and get to quadrant one. When you get to quadrant one, you've made it. All right, my little homies. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, hit some comments, hit the like button, and put out some comments for me. If you have any other questions, anything you want me to talk about, let me know. And I'm out.